What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Weapon Collective. If you've been watching my channel, you know where we are. We are in the Gat Cave, and I'm filming this video kind of in the interim while I'm buttoning up the editing on a couple other videos. That's going to be a staccato comparison video out on the range, and then I took the winner of that comparison and took it to the range with the new Vulcan Machine Works 11 and ran that on the range as well. So kind of a couple range videos that are in the final stages of editing, and until they're done, I figured I'd upload some more content and get another collection video uploaded, and that is going to be one of my all-time favorite manufacturers of the double stack 1911 2011, and that is going to be Atlas Gunworks. I love this company. They make some awesome products. So I'll take you through the guns that I have that are Atlas, and we'll take a look at those. So let's get into it. So first off, let's start with the very first Atlas I ever got, and that was the 4.6 inch Atlas Nyx. So like I said, this is the first Atlas Gunworks pistol I ever purchased, and I did pick this up down in a gun store I've mentioned a few times, and that is Modern Warriors down in St. George, Utah. I have no affiliation with it. I have no affiliation with anybody. I just like stuff, and so I rep who I like. And Modern Warriors is definitely one of those companies, the coolest gun store I've ever been into, and they've always been very great to me. I didn't know a tremendous amount about Atlas at the time that I picked this up, and fell in love with it and got subsequent guns. Got into 2011s, double stack 1911s a lot more. This was one of the early double stack 1911s I actually got. And I did set it up with a Trijicon SRO and a Surefire X300 Ultra. And this one does have the Antimatter Industries wing on it as well. And that is basically a holster compatible gas pedal. So you have that thumb rest that you can shoot with and then still pop it into your holster. Antimatter Industries makes it. They're local here in Salt Lake. Always shout them out because I think they make some really cool stuff. The wing does mount to a Surefire X300 Type B, which is the one with the screw, not the slide on. So if you're interested, check it out. But back to the Nyx. This is their two-tone, so it has PVD coating and DLC to get the black and silver, which is a good look, and I like it, but all the rest of the guns are pure DLC, which I think I prefer. It is nice to have the highlights, though. It is nice to have at least one. And another cool thing Atlas does is this is Atlas Gunworks Alpha Grip. So this grip is modular, and you can put these little steps in. This is half step, or you can do a full step, which is basically double the width of this. And it just bumps that grip out on your support hand to fill that in a little better. And I like it. I think it's a great idea. And then also, the Alpha Grip works with the Atlas Tactical Magwell, which is my favorite magwell of Atlas Gunworks. One more thing that Atlas does that I really like is they delete the grip safety. I am not a big fan of the grip safety, even though I will admit, when I'm shooting, it's never all that noticeable, except I have had a few instances where if I don't have that grip safety fully engaged, like squeezing it tight, that trigger, you can't get that trigger working. And I'd rather just avoid that altogether. So, fan of the deleted grip safety, fan of the Nyx. It's not ported, it's not comped, but it is a fantastic pistol. This is the very first Atlas I ever got, the 4.6 Atlas Nyx. Then, from there, I did pick up this guy. This is the 4¼ inch Atlas Aries. So this gun is an interesting because it comes in 4¼ inch and 4.6 inch. The 4¼ is designed to be a carry gun, which means it doesn't have the same alpha grip, which has the modularity. This is their carry grip, so it doesn't allow you to use a mag well. It goes with these flush mags, and you can see that it has this little nub hanging down, which prevents you from being magwell compatible. And in my humble opinion, I would say I don't carry this gun as an everyday carry gun. And if you want to, that's fantastic. Don't put a magwell on it. But if you're not going to carry it, or even if you do carry it and you want to put a magwell, I would like to have the option. That's really the only downside that I would say that Atlas has with this. And I don't know. That's just my opinion. I would rather have an option of a magwell. Leave it up to me if I want to run one or not. But that being said, the good things about this pistol are it is a nice little compact platform. And the best part is it has these barrel ports up here, and they are effective. For how small these ports are, they actually punch way above their weight class, I would say. These things are effective, although you might look at it and feel like maybe they're not going to be all that significant. In my experience, they are. You can definitely feel it. I do have this thing set up with an Aimpoint Acro P2 and a Surefire X300 Turbo, and on all these Atlases, they all have ambi thumb safeties. This one is actually an aluminum frame, and like I said, designed for carry, even though I choose not to carry this gun. Still a little big for my frame, but maybe in the winter months could get away with it, but I'm just used to carrying a smaller gun, which I prefer. The triggers on all these Atlas guns are absolutely phenomenal. And they all have just short little take up, really crisp, clean break, nice, fast reset, boom, back to that really nice, crisp, clean break. Atlas triggers are among the best, in my opinion. But this is the 4¼ inch Atlas Aries. Then this next gun is basically the 4¼ inch Aries, but with the steel frame, and that would be the Atlas EOS. So same thing, designed as a carry gun, just with 6 additional ounces because of the steel frame. So honestly, I just picked this thing up yesterday, so I haven't even had a chance to shoot it yet, but that 6 additional ounces, I'm sure, is noticeable and will shoot that much better. I also set this one up with an Aimpoint Acro P2 and a Surefire X300 Turbo. This is definitely my go-to light. Nice. The grip on it is phenomenal. Nice, smooth, but just enough texture to keep it in hand, secure. And this one also has the ports, although it does have a different slide serrations cut into it, as you can see. And if I'm being honest, I prefer the EOS serrations. I think they're aesthetically more pleasing, and press checks, just slide manipulation, I think they grip my hand a little better. But the Aries is right there with it, but this is preferable to me. But this is the 4¼ inch Atlas EOS. Like I said, they make the Aries in a 4¼ and a 4.6. So the 4.6 inch, you do get the alpha grip, which allows me to run the Atlas Tactical Magwell, which is much preferred, and also has the same ports. It does have the same slide serrations as the 4¼ inch Aries. This one is set up similarly with the Aimpoint Acro P2, although this one has the Modlite PL350C. So this is the new little compact version of the PL350, which I really like. I think it's super smooth, very bright, and very cool gun. They just kind of shrunk it down, and still retained all that bright capability of the mod light. So this is a very cool gun. If I didn't say it, same ports, just a 4.6 inch barrel, and it does have the modular grip. I have that little half step in there for the support hand, and I just love these guns. These things are my absolute favorites, and this is the 4.6 inch Atlas Aries. Then, before we get into the last gun, there is a gun that I don't have yet. I've ordered it. It's the Atlas Apollo, and it also has those same ports, 4.6 inch barrel, different slide serrations, but I'm anxious to get that one in hand. I'm still probably 5-6 months out from receiving that, but it will make an appearance on the channel once it arrives. And now, the last gun, my favorite gun, and that is going to be the Atlas Erebus. Now this thing is just as good as a pistol can shoot, in my opinion. I love this gun. The weight of it, this has the alpha grip with the full step in there on the support side, the tactical magwell from Atlas, the slide serrations I love, and then this one doesn't have the ports, it has the compensator. So this is also a 4.6 inch barrel. I did put a Trijicon SRO and a Surefire X300 Turbo on this, and this gun is just kind of right now the pinnacle of my 2011 collection for me. I think this is the best shooting gun, hands down, that I own. It's so fast, flat, it's heavy, and just awesome gun. I love this thing, although it's when you're getting into these really high-end 2011 double stack 1911s, you're splitting hairs among the best of the best. You know, I have a lot of really great guns. I'm just partial to this guy, I think. But who knows, that might change in the future. They're always doing cool stuff. And I did mention the video that I'm working on the editing portion of right now, that's the staccato video. And if you saw that, there's the newest staccato that I have, the Staccato P from Monsoon Tactical with the Grandmaster Genghis Comp, which is 3 barrel ports and their Genghis Comp kind of chunk port. That thing runs really, really fast. It shoots so nice. And I just picked up that Vulcan Machine Works 11, and that has their Ignis ports. So someday this might get a run for his money, but for now, I'm going to say this still sits atop the throne. And other than that, I mean, the trigger, everything about this is just, I love it. And if you saw my staccato video, I love to trick out my staccatos and Cerakote them and port them and just have fun with them. These, I have zero desire to do anything to the Atlas guns. And normally I'm like, I get a black just PVD coated gun and I want to do some alterations to it, change it, customize it, personalize it, make it mine. These things, there's something about it that they just look so mean, aggressive, so badass that I'm not messing with a single thing on these guys. And I love it. But funny how that works. It's purely emotional because I have other coated guns that I want to get Cerakoted. And can't explain it, but it is what it is. And so that is the Atlas Erebus. So that's my Atlas collection. When that Apollo arrives, like I said, I will debut it on the channel, probably do an unboxing and such. Like I said, I'm working on getting these other couple videos buttoned up with the 11, the staccato comparison. Those are going to be cool, and they're out on the range. I know a lot of people are asking for more range footage, which I'm working on. It just takes a little more time, but that's why I do little filler videos like this in the interim to keep content getting uploaded. So please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective, reminding you, keep your weapons collected and keep collecting your weapons. I'll catch you next time.